Welcome back, friendos. Let's obey our instructions and go to bed. Actually, can we clean stuff first? I don't think we can clean everything off first. Yeah, it's not giving us the option to. I can't go downstairs, right? Oh, I can! Ringing sound is coming from my cell phone. It's coming from the dough. Let's go downstairs. Not the dough, but... right here, in this payphone. Interesting. Yo, it's me. Who's this? Sheesh, you forget my voice already? It's Sakura. I closed up shop, but I forgot to flip the sign to close. It's too much of a hassle for me to go back, so you flip the sign for me. Okay, I got it. No need to be a dick, IMO, about this. Well, I'm sure no one's gonna come if it says open. Thank goodness I was able to reach it. Sorry, make it a habit not to save guys' numbers on my cell phone. Ugh. I mean, okay, with his background that makes more sense, but that just sounds like douchey womanizer to me. Just said randomly off the cuff. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm glad you answered the phone over in the shop. Okay, then I'm leaving you in charge of the door sign. Do. Like, I hate Sakura in the beginning of the game, I really do, but then I love Sakura in the later part of the game. It's very interesting how that occurs. Closed! I love how even there's people just talking outside the door. This game is so immersive, it really just seems to bring you to the area. The people milling about, the sound design, it all just kind of sucks you in. This is one of those cozy games I could play and play and play and play. And I bet a lot of Persona players get that feel with the series in general, at least from 3 onward. Because of the whole high school hometown feel, you know? Which I know was present in 1 and 2, and I played 1 and 2. I wasn't able to get into them yet, but I do plan to get into them on the channel for Let's Plays. So, regardless, friendos, let's go to bed. Anything else I need to do? I don't think so. So let's do it. I need to take the train to school. Yongenjaya. Ayoma Ichome. Transfer. Looks like I need to go out to Shibuya, then transfer there. More news about that subway incident. Sounds like a lot of people were hurt. I bet this will affect the timetables for tomorrow, too. That strange app I saw last night is back. Keeps showing up. Time to delete it again. Should probably reboot my phone just in case. My eyelids are starting to get heavy. Sleppy Durgan gun slap. Monday. The best day of the week, right? Get stabbed by probably a lot of people. I have school starting today. Hopefully I can get there without getting lost. I don't want to be late on my first day. I should head out now. Let's get going! I don't really think there's anything else to examine in here, so I gotta talk to Sakura. And look, there's all fresh coffee brewing and lovely. Oh, so you actually are going to school? Here, Jesus, dude, you have no faith in me at all. Here, I'll feed you. Just make sure you finish it before the customers start coming in. I just can't wait until Sakura stops freaking acting like this towards him. Jesus, dude. Curry? What's that reaction for? Just eat it. It's good shiznit, man. Apparently. Shit's fucking good, man. I'm just kind of ad-libbing for him. That's probably how I'd react. It's time for you to go. Thanks for the meal. Turns out you do have manners after all. Hurry over to the school. You'll end up late if you get lost on the way. I am a bitter old motherfucker. Okay, let's go for it. Oh, flip the sign outside to open for me. Alrighty. Don't forget to do that for me, right? Now you better hurry on out. You're gonna be late if you get lost, country boy. You're gonna get slapped if you keep being a dick, old man. That's how I'd respond. Alrighty. Who dis? What is it? Can I help you? Which way's the train station? Go back out the alley and turn left the intersection. There you'll see the big main road. Well, you can also keep going straight through here. It can get a bit narrow, though. You should hurry on. I hear the trains are running late because of the accident yesterday. It's terrible, just terrible. What is going on with the world? A lot of shiznit, friendo, a lot of shiznit. Alrighty. So this is where I need to go. I could explore everything, and I normally would do that, but I've done it before, and there's not too much on offer here that we're not gonna see later when we need this to actually go to those places, and we can actually do things with them. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna shoehorn you in this direction, and even if it's not, it just makes sense to go straight here anyway. That's probably why that guy told us to. Do. Take the trash to boot. Do I have to really wait for another train? Okay, no, I don't. I thought it was going to be realistic enough to ride the train for a second, because this game is actually really realistic in a few ways. Just wandering around town. Just really immersive, man. I love it so much. Then, train ride. I love these transitions. They're so cool. There are so many people crammed into this tiny car. Turns out the rumors about the Tokyo subway are true. They're showing the news up on the LCD screen. Seems like there are still some lingering effects of yesterday's accident. Accident. I don't know which word it actually was, but hey, they both mean the same thing in this case. Not in all cases, but it means the same thing in this one. Regardless, Frienderinis. I'm actually going to save here because I like to record in tiny chunks. So I will be back in my next recording. Wow. Whether that's in this episode or next, who knows? It's like a lottery. Wow. Alrighty, friendos, we're back. We're in Shibuya now. I'm causing such panic, and I can't read things fast enough right now, at least out loud. Alrighty. By the way, this bus platform, the subway, it's very immersive. All the environments of the game. I really do enjoy it. I'm gonna loiter around here for a while because with the music, it just takes me to this atmosphere, man. Nothing good ever happens. Oof. Sometimes I feel like this at time, but those feelings can be regarded as the fact that they are coming and going feelings, and the world can be interpreted from lenses that aren't so painful. You just need to figure out how to have them, and decide that it is possible, and just work at it, and then you just find it. Anywho, and you know, I think a lot of these people have benefited from that, and I think that... Did you hear the news about the accident? The way it derailed was catastrophic. Yeah, Persona 5 has a rather depressing atmosphere, but I think it's just an expression of... Often, a lot of this dystopian stuff and a lot of the stuff that happens in the plot, I think, especially the people, the villains, what they do, the things that the horrible things that they do, I think a lot of it is an artistic expression of the woes of modern society, of what humans have become so focused on, and what it's leading them away from, and what all of this industrialism and all this progress, what all that is doing to us, because we're focusing on creating physical things and, you know, material gain and, etc., and we as a race seem so, not as a race, we as a species, as humankind, seem so tied up in that, in, like, almost universally, although of course there are people like me that have never really been focused on that. When I create, I don't want to create for my own gain. I want to create to be empathetic toward others and to impart something good upon them, and also to enjoy things. And also to express myself. I don't think anything I've ever done is purely selfish. I have a lot of empathetic tendencies. Okay, that's a lie. I think there's a lot of things that were purely selfish, but they were out of a stuntedness of out of a stunted place where my empathy once reigned, and it was numbed because it felt so painful to know the woes of others and to know those of my own so deeply. But regardless, friendos, I was supposed to transfer the Ginza line, but it looks like I'm on the wrong side. There's going to be a lot of deep, rambly reflection because this game is deep and reflective. And I am also a deep and reflective person, so it kind of doubles up there. It's the work of the terrorists, it has to be. Oh yes, a very easy answer that I think too many people go to for a lot of things. Examine. The board is full of information about the late train times. Scan my pass. This is really serious. Things can't go on like this. Hello there, stand lady, drink stand lady. Looks like this store serves, yes, it sleeves freshly squeezed juice, because that is a word that makes sense there. It looks like this store serves freshly squeezed juice. I'll give this place a try when I have the time. Sounds like a good plan. So, I'm pretty sure on weekends you can wander around here and there's quite a few things to do and buy in this place. I'm pretty sure you can also examine and use that for... I don't remember what this does. Seems to have different functions, like makeup mode or one that slims your face. Which, to have those features built into a photo booth, like, the vanity of society, the vanity that seems to be pushed, especially on women these days, is very distressing to me, and as someone who has always been attracted far more to personality than looks to begin with. I mean, of course, beautiful women are beautiful to look at, duh, it's the nature of beauty. You know, especially because I'm not straight, but I am attracted to women, so, you know, it's interesting, and there's a lot of that comes up in this game. A lot of that whole vanity thing and the folly of it. There's a lot of commentary on a lot of the things in this society that seem to not be good things to focus on that we focus on. There's no mention of the Ginza line on the sign up there. Should look somewhere else. So, I do believe the Ginza line's up the stairs here, but no, I'm just kind of loitering about, taking in the place again right now. Do. Did you see any news? See the news about the accident? The way it derailed was catastrophic. I think I've read that one before. Yeah, I think I remember this place, because I remember I come back through here a lot. I'm pretty darn sure this is... It's either up here or it's down there. I think actually this is where we need to get... Nope, not Station Square. I don't think we need to go up there. I think we literally just... And I think we could go explore Station Square right now, but I'd rather just get straight to the school, and I'm sure that we can initially explore the station later. Wait, hold on. I'm thinking I'm remembering now. I think I actually have to... Jail ticket gates are just past here. Supposed to transfer on the Ginza line, though. Looks like on the wrong side, yeah. Okay, so I remember now. I remember now. You actually have to go up here, and then there's another building. There's another little place you have to go into, and I do believe it's over there. It's here. We're coming to you live from Shibuya Station. The cause of yesterday's subway derailment has affected all transportation lines. The string of accidents has put commuters on high alert. This concludes our on-the-spot coverage from Shibuya Station, where the confusion remains. Also, political... Also, what is this? Just listen, people. If you're privy to this You probably are, because you probably played this game before if you're watching this, but I've just always wondered what this whole thing is here. Protesting man. Tragedy has fallen upon us once again. Could this puzzling accident be a coincidence? To ensure the safety of the people, countermeasures must be taken immediately. You can't trust government that deceives its citizens. Don't give in to their fear-driven control. Okay, I'm waiting for him to mention the sun god or some shiznit. Because I swear, this is some weird weird religious cult. But I might be remembering a different thing entirely, who knows. But, well yeah, clearly, just like super hippie-esque woo-woo, like, arguments. It happened again, that thing where people go insane all of a sudden. A lot of strange things have happened recently, like not really being able to read things fast enough because I probably went too fast away from where it was coming from. How many of those unexplained incidents have happened so far? I really like the chatter bubbles. They do seem to pop out of nowhere sometimes. I guess especially because you're used to going around and talking directly to people, pretty much, or looking at the bubbles above people's heads to see what chatter's going on. But, you know, just with all these people around, you know, it just kind of, it's immersive to just be able to, that you're just hearing a bunch of voices around you all the time. Especially because look at all the people here, you know. And a bunch of them could be talking and walking to someone, you know, so on the phone or, you know, next to them, of course. So, though honestly, this day and age is probably a little more, it might be a little more common for the former to happen, which is kind of sad, I'm aware, but as a tech geek myself and someone who's rather darn, introverted, I can understand that, and I feel like it's just a natural progression due to the availability of such technology, and it may not be really a bad thing. For individuals, though, it's clearly been a bad thing, but too much of anything is a bad thing. So, regardless, Rambly Durgan all day long. With games like this where I can take my time, I'm gonna be a Rambly Durgan, like a real Rambly Durgan. And, it's probably gonna annoy some of you, maybe. Who knows? There's probably gonna be a lot of get-on with the dudes, you know, around, you know, at least in people's heads, if not in the comments, but I just kind of want to use this as an outlet and kind of just go off of vibes the game's making me feel and, you know, the things the game's actually touching on specifically in some way or another. It's just a nice way to kind of get a lot of my thoughts out there because I don't talk to people about this stuff as much as I feel that I should, even though I still talk to it more than is normal because my my thoughts and my feelings go so deep that most people cannot tolerate speaking to me about personal things I've noticed for very long. After a while I kind of realized that this has kind of been a good outlet for me, and no one may ever watch this stuff, but it's good for me, and if someone gets something good out of this, like really good, if someone ever really was positively helped in some way by my ramblings, I'm super fucking, you know, like, blessed to have been able to help people like that. That's awesome. And, you know, just the thought of being able to do that, because there's Let's Players and, you know, and streamers that have really helped me out by just kind of having their thoughts, you know, spill out over top of a game through their mouth, and you know what? I'm doing the same thing. There's an accessory connecting, there's an access way, not an access way, not an accessory, connecting to a commercial building up ahead, but I have no reason to go there. I need to get on the Ginza line, not eat it. Not eat on the Ginza line. You probably can't eat on the train, okay. Go to the access way, okay. Alright, so same thing. Same story there. I do believe this is where we need to be right here. How many of those bubbles were you not able to read all the way? A lot of them, honestly. That's the one thing about the chatter bubbles. I like them, they're immersive to me, but they're also a little hard to catch all of, especially if you move around a lot. Don't tend to stand still very much, but I'm sure I'll get better at catching more of them and reading them, Fiesta. Oh man, did it say it was going to rain today?
Huh, it's raining outside?
It just started all of a sudden. This is why I hate the early spring.
Reminds me. Did he take an umbrella?
Ah, so Joe's secretly worrying about us. Cute.
Hmm? Who are you talking about?
Don't mind me. So, what'll it be?
One house blend, please.
The effects of yesterday's subway accident continues on today, as various lines suffer delays and...
There's been a lot of nasty accidents lately. You know, I mean the subway accident that the news is talking about. My coworker got caught up in it and is in the hospital now.
The sound design is really freaking good, by the way. Very impressed.
But that aside, it's kind of creepy. The people who caused these accidents supposedly went crazy all of a sudden. I heard that some of them suffered from nervous breakdowns during interrogation.
Huh.
I love his smirk. Man, it's beautiful. Alrighty. There was another one of those strange accidents. This time it happened on the subway. If it weren't a Sunday, I might have been on it. That's really scary. How much longer do you think this sort of thing will happen? It's raining? You're inside a building, woman. Like, I mean, yes, you're gonna have to walk outside. Yeah, fair. It's there again. And here we meet on.
You want me to give you a ride to school? You're gonna be late.
Sure, thank you.
Do you need a lift too?
Huh? Nah.
Rip on. On hugs. For eternity. For eternity. By the way, he has a freaking square-ass jaw, man. I agree. I agree so much. God damn. By the way, here we meet, honestly, one of two best boys in the game, IMO. Other one we'll be meeting much later, but I love this man.
You planning on ratting me out to Kamoshida?
What do you mean?
Huh? In that car just now, it was Kamoshida. He does whatever the hell he wants. Who does he think he is, the king of a castle? Don't you agree?
King of the castle?
No, I mean... Wait, you don't know Kamoshida? Are you for real? You're from Shujin, right?
You go to Shujin too?
What? No other high school's got a uniform like this.
This is true, I mean... Red and black plaid pants are not a staple of any other school. I'm sure.
Second year, huh? We're the same grade then. Never seen you before, though. Oh, you a transfer student? Then no wonder you don't know him. This rain ain't too bad. We better hurry up or we'll be late.
See, he's got the right idea. The rain ain't too bad. And he actually tends to complain about a lot of things, so it's pretty interesting how he's the one not complaining about the rain here. Good job, Ryuji. Whoops, I accidentally spoiled his name. Nah, probably not for anyone watching this. Though, yeah, if you are watching this and not have played Persona 5, I'd suggest you just buy the game and play it. It's a beautiful video game. And with story games like this, if you really love it, then watch a Let's Play of it. I honestly feel like that's the best way to do it. Regardless. But, you know, only after you've completed the whole game. Just as a way to re-experiencing it with someone else's perspective as well. It's very refreshing, especially if you enjoy their perspective or you find them funny or, that kind of a thing. And I tend to make sure that it's kind of a mix of both. Someone who can just be entertaining, but definitely also have a lot of thought-provoking angles on the game as well. I feel lightheaded for some reason.
My head hurts. Damn it. I want to go home.
I wonder if that's just a side effect of, well, what we're about to literally step into here. Entirely different dimension, essentially. And flashback.
There was a terrible subway accident that day. You remember it, don't you? I assume you know of the uproar that the public calls the psychotic breakdown incident.
Oh yeah, we've been hearing about it a lot, and from this it's very clear, even to people playing this first time, that we know a lot more about it, just inferably, I'd say, than the average person would, at least at this point in time. Because I'm guessing to most people that are playing this blind, they would by now be aware that this is like far in the future from where we're playing, so. I might.
You say that like it's none of your business. It was all over the news, and one of the victims included a teacher at your high school.
See, and this is where it gets like, And see, we just met that teacher, and that's probably not even a spoiler, because it's pretty obvious, isn't it?
I've no doubt you heard about it. On that day, were you still an ordinary student?
Dots. Ellipses.
You transferred to Shujin Academy, correct? An ordinary prep school that could be found in any city. That's what it should have been. What happened around that time? Tell me everything. Truthfully.
Well, ma'am, there was this demon app on my phone. I promise I'm not on drugs. This actually happened. And I promise I'm not bullshitting you either. Yeah. Well, in her circumstances, knowing what she knows about what happened, well, she'll have to accept the reality at some point, because this is the reality of the game. A literal castle. He just said Kamoshida was a king of a castle. It's great.
Come the wrong way, though. Yeah, this should be right.
I mean, you did say Kamoshida was a king of the castle. There it is. There's a castle.
Guess we'll just have to go and ask.
This is one of my favorite songs in the whole game.
Weird.
Well, to be fair, the whole soundtrack is just phenomenal. I just remember particularly enjoying this track. I love just chilling and listening to the background tracks because they are very chilly. There's a lot of sort of jazzy stylings in the game's music, which really seem to, you know, cohesively blend with the themes and the art style very well. Because this is Atlas, they always do a phenomenal job of that. Let's see here. Is this our school?
It should be. It said Shujin on the gates. What's going on here? Out of service. Where'd we end up? The sign was for the school, right?
It was. Yep.
Right? You saw it too? Jeez, freaked me out. Who are you? You a student? Man, your costume's impressive. Is that armor real? Come on, don't just stand there, say something. Hey, what's going on?
This must be a prank.
You really think so? Shit's real. Calm down. Time out, man. We gotta run.
Got it. Let's get the fuck out.
Stand it around and run. What's with these guys? You're gonna break my bones, damn it! The hell you think you're?
Take them away!
Heck ye.